Welcome to a Kerbal Space Program career playthrough. We're going to go ahead and jump right in and start new. We will call it Frago. We'll call it Frago. Some of you watching might understand the Frago reference. Most of you will not. Pick our flag. Get started. So I am not good in this game. I used to play a lot when it first came out in early access, and it seems like they've changed a lot. So I'm going to kind of be learning as we go, but I know sort of the basics in the beginning. Also, if the volume levels right now are not good, I will alter them and change them and make everything get better. It's been a long time since I've recorded a video of gameplay, so I don't know if my OBS settings are where they need to be, but we'll figure it out as we go. So, first thing you want to do, I would think, is go to this building here. This is mission control. And we can pick up some missions here to get some money and some science and some XP. So, launch our first vessel, that's fine. Gather scientific data from Kerbin, we'll do that as well. We'll save these for later. So we have set altitude record of 3,500 meters, distance record of 5,000 meters, speed record, launch first vessel, and gather scientific data. I think we should be able to do all of these relatively quick. So let's go ahead, and we will build our first craft, which is going to be pretty small. We'll start with the Mark 1 command pod. It's very basic, holds the astronauts or the Kerbals. Fuel tank, what do we have? Nothing. So we have one pod, no fuel tank, one engine, nothing in command and control, a box for structure, a couple fins, basic fin there for aerodynamics, utility, we have a parachute. In science, we have mystery goo. So this is going to be very simple. Actually, don't even need to launch at first. So what we will do is we will just put those there, and we can, because of the missions we have, we can just go launch. We're not going to do anything except collect data, and that'll give us some money. So we're just going to sit here, take a crew report, get some science, and then what we can do is EVA, come out, EVA report, get some more science, keep data, and then we can actually get onto the launch pad, maybe. There we go. Oh, he's got to store the data first, I think. Store experiments. Take another EVA report, get some more science. And I don't know why we're not gather scientific data from Kerbin. We should. Maybe we'll get that after we recover. We should get this goal here. So we'll also observe mystery goo. Oh. Alright, gotta get him in first. So we'll get him back in, we'll board, observe mystery goo, get some more science, and then we'll just recover. Didn't even launch and we already get science, so let's see what we get here. So we did finish that one mission. So we got 1.5, 5.6, 2.4, 3.0, and 0.7. So we got a total of 13.2 science, making a total of 23 science. We recovered the parts, so we got our money back for that. We have 111,764 credits or whatever currency that is. And then crew, Kerbin gained no reputation. Okay. Now, if you look at this, the contract was gather scientific data. We ended up getting $61,000 for that, $61,000, 10 science points, and 24 experience points. So again, let's check this, nothing new. So what we'll do is we'll actually launch now. So we'll go back here. And all we're going to do now is put a rocket. It's the only rocket we have. We'll put a rocket on there and we'll go launch. So we have a contract that says launch your first vessel. We'll do that. We might even be able to do some of the land, some of the speed records or some of the distance records. So throttle up, even though it doesn't matter, it's a solid fuel booster. No need. Oop, one thing I did not do, separate those stages. These here are the stages. So essentially what this is saying is that first the rocket will go, then when the rocket's done, I can hit spacebar again and it'll send out the parachute. So you'll see why I need to separate those stages here in a second. So we'll go ahead and we'll lift off. Just go straight out. So we're getting all these different records down here. As you can see, we've done four of these already. So while we're up in the air, let's go ahead and get our crew report, get some more science. We'll do this, mystery goo. We should get some more science. Flying over Kerbin, good. Get that. And then we'll... Oh, actually, yeah. We can't send him out yet. We cannot send Jebediah out. We have to upgrade one of our buildings first. So we're going to deploy our chute, so it slows us down a little bit. And then as we get closer to the ground, hopefully this stays under 200, otherwise our parachute's going to break. Actually, this might be a failed mission. Our first mission might be a failed mission. Alright, it's slowing down. Alright, we'll be good. We should be good at least. Parachute will open up, slow us down, and we will come down very gently. Let me speed up the time a little bit. What? Okay, don't show again. Slow down time, and land safely. Now that we have that, we will recover vessel. And we got some more science. So we got 17.1 more science for that. So every time you do the little science experiments, you get science points. And you'll see here in a second, I'll show you, you use those science points to, once you run the experiments and you get the science points, you can use the science points to unlock more, bigger, better parts. We recovered all of our parts, so we got the money back for that. Our crew got no XP. So what do we do with these science points? Here's the skill tree. So you can see towards the end you start getting very specialized parts. But essentially there's different paths that you could take. I like to just try to fill them out all as I go. So we start off with just the basic stuff that I already showed you. The fin, the command pod, fuel tank, goo, stuff like that. Then what you can do is you get engineering. This will give you more science, more items to collect, more science, and this will give you more rocketry. So we'll go ahead, we have 41.3. So we can easily unlock these first two. And how much are these? 20, and we can unlock one more of these. We don't need any of those just yet. Don't need this one just yet. And honestly, we don't even really need this one just yet. I think what we'll do is probably go with this, because then it's got a liquid fuel tank. We'll go with this one, and then then we'll probably get this one afterwards. Oh, this one's only 15 actually. We can get that very soon. So let's go back. Let's see if there's any new missions. Oh, we have 5. 5 completed contracts. So you can see here, launch our first vessel, set a speed record of 150 meters per second, 300 meters per second, 450 meters per second, altitude record of 3,500 meters, and that's it. So let's see if we have anything else. Orbit Kerbin, we're not going to do that yet. We might be able to escape the atmosphere, maybe. It says we have to, I think the atmosphere in this game is about 7.5 kilometers or 75,000 meters. We can still do a couple more here. Let's work on these 3 before we, let's try to get this high and get that fast. 5,000 meters, 7,500 meters, and then at a speed of 750 meters per second. I have a feeling this is all going to be too quiet. So if you guys can't hear me, I apologize. Turn down the game volume a little bit. Alright, so let's just build a bigger rocket and go a little faster and a little higher and collect more science. So we'll get rid of this. We'll keep this the same for now. Let's see if fuel tanks. We do have, are these liquid? Yeah, these are liquid, and this is also liquid. So let's get some liquid fuel going. We'll get I don't really like any of these engines, but we'll do that. Okay, so this here is a decoupler. So what this does is I can tell it to, once these rockets are done, once these fuel tanks here are done, and this rocket essentially is doing nothing but weighing me down, I can tell this piece here, this little ring that's highlighted right now, when I hit space, it'll shoot this off. So the only thing that'll be left is this command pod, and then that way I can land much easier and much more safely. This won't all just blow up as I come crashing down. Don't really need the fins, but why not? Let's put 3 of them on there. Is that center? That's it, center. You have to make sure that you do everything actually like pretty center, which is why you'll see I double a lot of stuff up to make it all symmetrical, because you will fly around. Oh, okay. So we need this. I did not realize we got that. So this will give us more science. And I think we're probably good to go. What we're going to do is we're going to launch. I'm going to collect data from that the one that I just got now. The Mystery Science Junior here. Collect that. Just get the 7.5 science. And then we'll go back to, we'll recover the vessel. We'll go back. And then just launch again. So now we have that science done. Actually, while we have that science, wrong building. While we have that science, why don't we just unlock this too? Ooh, this is okay. I do have enough. I am getting this, and I'll show you why. It comes with another decoupler. So these are called decouplers. This ring I just told you about that I have right here. These are called decouplers, and they essentially just throw off the engines that you don't need. But what you can do, now that I have this kind of decoupler, gotta double that up. Now that I have this kind of decoupler, I can add this onto it for a little bit more boost. Let's see. Bit more boost in the beginning, and that should get aerodynamic on that. That should send us off. That should send us off in a relatively explosive manner in the beginning. The solid fuel boosters are really good for the initial launch thrust, and then you want these liquid fuel boosters for more of like outer atmosphere travel. So this doesn't look like much, but I think it should get us these next 3 contracts. So what are we going for? 7,500 meters, 5,000 meters, and 7,500 meters per second. We might not get that speed, but we should, as long as we don't blow up, we should get these 2 contracts here. So let's just make sure our staging is good. So this goes first. We'll put that down there. We want all 3 engines going at the same time. So you can see this first stage, it goes from bottom up. This first stage here is going to have all 3 engines going. Then once these engines are done, these little side fuel engines, I'll jettison both of those off. And this one will still be going, the center one will still be going. Once that's done, I'll jettison that off, and then we'll have nothing left but our parachute. So then we'll just come crashing down, and I'll let go of the parachute, and we'll float gently down to the surface. At least in theory, that's what's supposed to happen. So, I don't know. Let's try it out and see what happens. I don't need... Here's my throttle here. So I can throttle up by holding shift, or I can throttle down. Up and down by holding shift and control. Or if you want to go all the way up, hit Z, or all the way down, hit X. So I'm going to be, I don't know, I'll put it about half. Is this about half? It's like reading a graduated cylinder. If this is 0 and this is 100, this would be 25. Should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this line here should be 50. Little tick marks and big tick marks. Okay, so we'll go at about half. I will hit space, and we should go straight up, and we will start collecting data. See how much faster I'm going now because of these side rockets. You can see here, they're going to burn off really quick. And when they do, I let go, they explode into each other. We're going to go full blast because right now we're just trying to get these contracts. We should have gotten that contract for 5,000 meters. Oh, you know what it is? I gotta turn. Oh, no! Oh, no. I was supposed to go 5,000 meters to the side. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. So I'm gonna jettison off that. I believe, hit M, take a look at our map. And we are traveling technically to the side, right? So... We're getting more here. So while we're floating, I'm hoping that we can travel to the side 5,000 meters. While we're doing that though, we might as well take a crew report, get some more science. Still can't EVA. We'll take that, get some more science from this. That's a nice one, 22.5, as you can hear all my stuff crashing down below us. We will observe the mystery goo, give us 9, and then if we do it again, it'll give us like 0.2 or 0.7, even though it says 9 here, but might as well take everything we can get, right? So we have not escaped. You can see we're starting to come back down. We have not escaped the atmosphere technically, but let's see. Okay, so we've done 6. We've done 6 missions that I didn't even know we had. So we are starting to come crashing down. We are coming really fast. So I'm going to angle something. What is that falling? Some of my spacecraft is still falling. I'm going to try and angle this so that I can slow down. I'm going way too fast right now. It's risky. I need to slow down. I think under 250 is when I can, my speed's here. I need to go under 250 when I can deploy my chute. And I'm angling this way so that the air pressure can slow me down. Alright, now it says safe. So you try to get your fat end forward when you're trying to slow down, so that the air pressure, the air friction slows you down. I am twisting and turning all over the place. Look at that. No, no, no. There we go. And in theory, we should land safely. Should land safely from, let's store this. Crew report, no. store it? Maybe I can't store it. Speed it up a little bit. So I can speed up the time. Right now it's going twice the speed, and it shouldn't, in theory, affect me. It shouldn't make me crash harder, it's just speeding up the time. But I don't know, I always like to slow it down right before I impact. There we go. And we will recover the vessel and take a look at everything we got. We got 38.9 science earned, gives us a total of 39 science. Let's see, so yeah, that one gave us 0.8 when we did that second goo. Gave us 0.8, which, I mean, I'll take 0.8 all day. Parts, got some of our parts back, didn't get all of our parts back. I mean, that's, you'll never get all of your parts back once you start getting into the bigger. You just kind of throw off the tanks that you don't use. Crew still didn't get any XP. Still did not get any XP, which is weird. But I think what we'll do now, okay, take a look at this. 17 kilometers, 11 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 19 kilometers, 11.5 kilometers, 750 meters per second, 7.5 kilometers. Alright. So we will spend some science. We'll go ahead and buy this one. And then I don't think we have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough. But now we're getting into being able to start making some stuff that can orbit the planet, maybe even start going towards some of the moons. I mean, we're still a ways off from getting to the moon, but we're getting close. So I'm going to end the video here. We're at about 23 minutes roughly. Thanks for watching, guys. If you can, let's try and get 6 likes on this video if we can do that. And I hope you enjoy the video. See you next time.